We got to see what the Spirit Bomb Z can do, so now let's check out what Spirit Bomb GT can do. The 8th anniversary LR EZAs look broken on paper. So far, one of them has been broken when actually using them, so let's see what the other one can do. This guy is a Power of Wishes, Battle of Fate, key plus 3, 170%, extra key plus 1, stats plus 32, final trump card, Shadow Dragon Saga. Unlike the Spirit Bomb Z, this is all about attack stacking. Greatly raises attack permanently, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes Colossal. Raises attack by 70%, greatly raises defense for 4 turns, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. 70%, by the way, is in between greatly raising attack and massively raising attack. Greatly raising attack is 50, massively raising attack is 100. So this is like, this would be extra greatly. Extra greatly raises attack by 70%. Yeah. All right, so now we move on to the passive here. Attack and defense plus 300%, guards all attacks. When HP is 50% or more, attack and defense plus 100%. In slot 1, receives an additional key plus 1 per key sphere obtained. 1 time only, 1 turn only, damage reduction, and chance to crit plus 30%. In slot 2 or 3, key plus 2 in addition per key sphere obtained. 1 time activation, damage reduction, critical plus 40%. High chance of an additional damage reduction 30% temporarily when receiving a super. Both characters have this extra high chance for something to happen. For Z, it's dodging. For this one, it's damage reduction. Kind of reminds me of the 6th anniversary Goku and Vegeta a little bit. When receiving an attack, 1 time activation, but it's permanent, defense plus 50%. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack plus 150. 18 or more key launches an additional super. 24 key launches an additional super. And then you have an additional 1 time only additional super. For every super attack performed, key plus 2, damage reduction, and chance to crit plus 10% up to 50%. By the way, this key plus 2 has no limit, so you can eventually get to max key, which is pretty cool. So this unit is a combo machine, an attack stacking, momentum building machine. You are going to be building up critical, you're going to be building up damage reduction. This looks like a unit that is primarily going to function in the slot 2, but you do have slot 1 functionality. Now, my opinion when it comes to this 1 turn activation effect here, I don't like that it's only 1 turn, but you can actually use these pretty strategically if you think about it. If you keep the character in the slot 2 initially, the ease of launching max key supers is pretty high because you're getting double the key than you are in slot 1. So while you have max key, you're going to be launching 1, 2, 3, 4 at least on your first turn, maybe a 5th one if your hit potential allows for it. So if you're able to do all of that in 1 to 2 turns, you will max out this part of the passive in terms of damage reduction and critical. Then you can move this damage reduction stacked unit into the slot 1 with the defense that you've multiplicatively stacked over here with the 12 key or the 18 key. And now with 80% damage reduction, you can have a slot 1 functionality maybe once if the situation calls for it, guard and 80% damage reduction. So the unit doesn't seem like it's supposed to be there, but it can be there once in a while. So this actually looks pretty good. And we're not even done because the standby then activates, can be activated when HP is 50% or less, or starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle if the character receives an attack 4 or more times in battle, stands by for 5 turns. Unlike the Spirit Bomb Z, this is not about a standby finisher. This is just a standby for a revive counter. Attack plus 300%. All allies key plus 11, attack plus 110%. 110% for everybody. Did you get that? Attacks effective against all types. Launches an additional super. When HP is 50% or more, defense plus 150. When attacking, attack plus 50%. When the finish effect is activated, attack plus 100%. When the character or an ally attacking in the same turn gets KO'd, fully heal. And also, a parting gift is when you get that revive counter, you will cause super intense damage to the enemy when the KO happens to you or an ally. So this guy is going to do oodles of damage the more you stack attack. So obviously, destruction is the name of the game. How do you build the character? In my opinion, with Spirit Bomb Z being more defensive, a slot 1 based unit that is stacking defense, dodge was more important because seals, things like that can interfere with the stacking process. This unit doesn't need to be in the slot 1 for the most part. You're focusing on momentum building, damage dealing, and of course the revive counter doing as much damage as possible. I personally feel like right now, critical is the best thing that you can build because that way every attack is going to hit that much harder if the critical lands. You're already, when you're in the base form, it's probably going to be less important, but it's still going to be useful because 50% crit is what you organically will have. You will have a little bit extra for 1 turn in slot 2 and a little bit extra in 1 turn in slot 1, but then after that, you default back to 50%. So the chances of the hit potential actually activating are pretty decent. It's a coin flip. Not to mention, when you go standby, you don't actually have a critical at all. You just have attacks effective against all types, which is like a pseudo critical. It still does more damage than the normal hit would do, but it's not going to be on the same level as a critical. That being said, if you are stacking a ton of attack, you might not even need a critical with this character when you do the revive counters. So it really just depends on your personal preference if you care about that sort of thing. I think going max critical and then putting the rest into dodge will be the best thing that you can do. The reason why a little bit of dodge isn't going to kill you is because, yes, this character needs to get hit 4 times, but a 10 dodge isn't going to ruin getting hit 4 times within the first 4 turns in most cases. Obviously, there can be some moments where RNG just completely screws you over. That can't be helped no matter what it is. So I think throwing a little bit of dodge in there is fine. If you primarily put dodge, that could get in the way of this. And when it comes to additional, this unit has plenty of combo power as it is. I would rather bolster the other aspects of the character. So that's why I'm thinking for right now, max crit the rest additional. I am keeping this build as is for right now because this is my 6th or my 8th anniversary build when it first came out. I don't want to change it because if I throw in some dodge, it could interfere with some stress tests. But again, I'm thinking max crit and then the rest goes into dodge. That being said, let's start with some Divine Wrath Mortal Will, and then we'll jump around to some other events. If I can get the rotations. There we go. We got the rotations all sorted out. What's this? Ooh, all right. I like that. All right. All right. Let's go. Where's my music? Intro time.
Fusion. Ha! I neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one who will destroy you.
By the way, GT Heroes, like, top tier. Even though it already kind of was. Now you've got this on top of everything else. All right, so basic level stress test. We are testing slot 1 with 30% damage reduction and guard. If we take a ton of damage from this dude, that pretty much tells you all you need to know. All right, so we got max key right here. So let's do that. And then let's do this. Like I said in the Spirit Bomb Z video, the STR Goku Blue from GDC is one of your best options in terms of link buddies in all cases for both units, which is pretty great. All right, so that really wasn't much of anything. 28.7 million attack stat. I got no stat buffing equips. I don't actually, wait, do we have Saiyan Roar on this guy? 11.8 million damage, no critical. 19.7 million attack stat on the second super. 13.2 on a critical. 21.3 million attack stat. $8.6 million, no critical. 23 million attack stat. This is our 4th super, by the way. 15.3 with a critical. And we got a 5th one. 24.6 million attack stat. We have now reached 50% crit, 50% damage reduction. And we killed him. All right, pretty nice display to start. I like that. I like it. Okay.
We can do this. After all, we're Saiyans. We were born to fight. Save it till we're done.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. One of the best reasons why I do this event is because of the Immortal Zamasu. What we could do right now is just keep on stacking against this dude. And you know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have everybody just focus on him. And I wanna see what the Spirit Bomb GT can do just by wailing on that dude. So let's go ahead and do that. And then let's do, yeah, should be fine. Let's do this. We're probably gonna get a couple EXs here, so let's time skip after we see the EX to the game. All right, we're back with Spirit Bomb GT on a 2nd turn that this unit is out here. We got 1 million defense already. We got, dude, look at that, man. All right, and look at how easy it is now to get that max key. So let's just do this. Let's see how much damage we can do. And I'm gonna be here for a couple of turns. I'm not gonna be here for, 50 turns. That's insane. But I'm going to be here for a couple of turns. I just want to see what the destruction can look like. But now we've only got 50% damage reduction with guard in slot 1. So let's see what that does for us. All right. So we're still taking 156,000 damage from Zamasu on this fight. This fight, I would say, is probably middle of the pack in terms of intensity, in terms of difficulty. That doesn't mean it's not tough. It just means that there's a lot of other fights that hit way harder, but that still is significant because 50% damage reduction and guard, unfortunately, just doesn't get it done these days with the power creep being what it is. So that just means that this character is not meant to be slot 1, but if you do, proceed with caution. Ideally, we would have gone into that first slot with 80% damage reduction because we would have built up all of our numbers in slot 2 and then used that for the first time. But since we're showcasing, we had to do it differently. So we were averaging around like what, high 20s into early 30s. I don't have any stat buffing equips there. So we're going to come back and we're going to see what the numbers are again on the following turn. Third turn. Look at that. 4.7 million on the attack, 1 million on the defense. So let's do it again. And then let's do this. Actually, you know what we should do? Nah, you know what? I actually want to see what happens if AGL Rose hits us in slot 1. That's going to be part of the stress test. We gonna keep that. Man, come on. 48 million attack stat. We've also got like 3 EXs from Vegeta under our belt. 35 million attack stat. 50% crit. I do have 62% crit chance in my hit potential as a backup. So if the 50% fails, then I've got 62% backup, which means I'm looking at, what is that, 80%? Yeah, that's an 80%. That's an 80%. Wait, no. Hold on, that's not right. That can't be right. That can't be right. No, that's right. 6 million. All right, let's do it again. I'm gonna do this for a couple of more turns, and I think we're gonna move on. Let's get it. Super me. Come on. 55 million attack stat. So imagine if we had some stat equips right there, some attack boosters. Ooh, these would be some nice numbers. Is that 41 million attack stat? The first one obviously is much higher. After that, we kind of taper off. So, I mean, theoretically, we should be able to kill Zamasu. I don't want to sit around and wait, though. Super me. Super. Come on. Come on. 7.6 million. Uh-oh. I just realized. Well, we got a Dokkan attack coming up, and that's gonna kill. That's gonna kill the Rose. Oh, wow. Okay, dude. Wow. After all of that, we took 250,000 from Rose. Again, this is a middle of the pack event, and taking all that goes to show you not a slot 1. By the way, we had like 62 or 66 million attack stat on that first one. All right, we'll leave it at that and we'll move on. But wow, that's yeah. And that's why dodge will be nice, because let's say your unit gets trapped in slot 1, dodge might bail you out. The counter to this is that you could also go for more additional and build up your defense more, thereby sort of circumventing the issue entirely, right? Maybe you just can't handle a super attack that's coming in, so instead of dodging it, just tank it and bulldoze right through. I mean, that could work, but it still doesn't account for AoEs before you get to super and stuns and seals. Stunning and sealing is like the biggest issue of all, because no matter what you do, stunning or sealing will just ruin your momentum. And especially since this Vegeta's, or this Spirit Bomb GT's defense boosting is multiplicative on that 18 key, if you don't keep that going every turn to keep him regulated, you're going to lose some of that, making you even more squishy. All right, now skip. Don't kill. Be nice.
Let's go.
Oh man, I just realized no EX. Almost at 10 million attack stat pre-attack phase. If I do this, do we get more? No, we get, okay. So let's just go ahead and kill Rose. Let's just move on. If we want to see true long form Spirit Bomb GT action, we're just going to do Festival of Battles. We're going to be doing a few Festival of Battles runs. We got to do one with these two separately. We got to do one with the, well, I mean, we could probably run together first. All right, anyway. What we're going to do now is we're going to kill this dude, and then we're going to clear AGL Fusions. AGL Fusions Zamasu. Quickly on the next turn. Good lord. I mean, this is what about what you'd expect. Wow, we 3-tapped him. Wow. We didn't kill him? Are you serious? Because we didn't get the crit. Oh my god. I've got 50% crit with a backup 61%, 62%, and I couldn't get the job done. That's insane. All right, so here, we got to make sure we take him out. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's do this. This actually might just kill him. Okay, close enough. I'll just do this. And you know what? Actually, let me activate this just so we can see where the attack is going to be next turn. I'm going to trigger the standby. I don't know if we're going to get killed, though, because our team is pretty stacked. All right, so let's do this. All right. Here we go. He is attacking in slot 2. Okay. Yeah, I just... I'm gonna do this. Oh man, I don't know what to do. How do we make sure we die? I don't know. All right, well, first of all, let's activate the standby.
Please, everyone, lend me your energy. I can't die. Not yet.
Darn it! Please, Kakarot! I need your power! You guys.
Now we are in the end game. Attack plus 110% for everybody. You know what? This is the after before. Dude, that is some insanity. So yeah, we're looking at 12 million. Is that 12 million? Yeah, 12 million before we even get going. Defense has obviously gone way down. Since our health is up higher, that makes us a little bit tankier. I'm a little concerned we actually might not get this done here. I think we have a better chance of dying if I do it this way. The only thing is I'm afraid that these two might kill. Yeah, let me just... Yeah, let me just do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Do me a favor, Zamasu, don't die. And please kill me. Please. Oh, good. Oh, wait, I wanted to... whatever. All right, this is great. This is what we wanted. All right, revive counter. Didn't get to stack it all, but it's cool.
You haven't won yet!
I can't die just yet. Not until I'm done with you. Citizens of the universe, give me all your energy. Thank you, everyone. This is it.
Oh, that couldn't kill, dude. We would have one-shot him had we launched some attacks beforehand. No. All right, but you know what? That's a pretty good representation of what it would have been like, because we would have launched a couple of attacks, right? We would have massively raised attack here. We would have launched an additional super attack. So bumping up the juice by 100%. Yeah, that damage that we just did is about what we would have done without all the crazy stacking that we did in the middle. So yeah, that's a wrap. We'll just go ahead and let's go ahead and do this.
I know everyone.
It's the same. It's the same attack. Yeah, this is the revive counter, y'all. It's the revive. Hey, look at that. All right. Well, we got what we needed. That was an impressive opening act. But you know what? It's probably not going to be like that, where you're just stacking and stacking and stacking on one stage in these types of fights. So let's move on to something a little bit more practical. All right, let's try Bio Broly. We're going to do a couple stress tests here. Let's see what happens. I don't need to do this, okay? Everybody knows he's going to get vaporized. He only has guard, type advantage, and 30% damage reduction. He has no momentum built up, so he is going to eat some nasty damage right here. That being said, I mean, what else are we going to do? Who else are we putting in slot 1? I mean, this would have been better, but still. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's put this guy slot 1. Let's see what happens. By the way, notice how right here, our key goes up to 19. We put him in the, oh, okay. Wait. All right, so it goes up to 19, right? If I do it here, oh, you can't see it. Okay, fine, I'll show you. Look at how much higher it goes. It goes up to 22. Slot 1, slot 2, and slot 3. All right, do your worst. Type advantage, 30% damage reduction. Guard. All right, goodbye. It's actually not bad, but still, this time we're gonna test the slot 1, but with a Whis. So same exact conditions, slot 1, but instead of 30% damage reduction, he's got guard and 70% damage reduction. So we took 1.4 million without the Whis. This time, 430,000 damage. All right, so we're gonna try this a little bit differently. We're gonna put him in slot 3, and let's see how much damage he take after everybody smacks this dude. So let's do this. And then, oh, we don't have max key. Hold on, let me change that. Had to sacrifice giving the Diamond Super Saiyan 4 max key, but it's cool. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, let's see how this goes. He was nice enough to heal slot 1, frame 1. All right, so no EX for this guy. That's probably better. I don't want to overinflate the damage early. We are going to be getting extra stats, though, because we... What? Oh, my God. He's going to Super Spirit Bomb GT. What? All right, well, we're going to put that damage reduction to the test because... yeah. All right, so we got 70% defense extra because of this dude. And then we're going to have 40% damage reduction plus whatever extra we build up from our supers. But don't forget, we have a high chance of an additional 30% in the slot 2 or 3. So we could actually end up with 100% damage reduction. All right, so 29 million attack stat. Wow, we did 25 million damage. That's pretty good. 20 million attack stat. Getting some nice crit damage. Pretty good. All right, so we launched a bunch of stuff. Cool. Then we got what? 90% damage. Wait, what? He didn't super, huh? So am I just dead because Yep, I'm dead. You stupid game. Why would you do that? By the way, all right, here we go. He supered Diamond Super Saiyan 4 slot 1. We took 170,000. It's fine. This way, we can come back here with turn 2, turn 3, and we can see how the Spirit Bomb GT reacts to it. We're never going to put him in slot... I mean, I guess we... No, we should, right? We should put him in slot 1. Yeah, so we're multiplicatively raising our defense with that first 18 key. And then we're just padding our stats for right now. We're building up the damage reduction. So that's 2 attacks. This is 3. I'm hoping we can get 5 done before we end the turn. This is number 3, number 4. All right, so these are all the guaranteeds. So now if the hidden potential additional kicks in, we will have a 5th one. Even if it's not a super, if it's just, oh no, it has to be a super. Dang it. All right, so we have 40% damage reduction built up. So that means when we go back into the slot 1, we're gonna have 70% damage reduction with some extra defense and the guard. So with all that, we'll see what sort of damage we take. I'm not doing this to try to win. I'm trying to stress test. I want to put them in the worst possible situations, but like practical ones. All right, it's over here. You gotta put this dude slot 1. Okay. Let's do this. Let's bring some of those STR orbs down. Let's do that. And then we'll do this. Kind of need you to dodge, buddy. Your dodging is pretty important. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna skip all this. We don't care about this. Oh man, this is not gonna end well, but we're doing it for science. So we have now almost 1 million defense pre-attack phase, right? So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna put them in slot 1, and we're gonna see that damage reduction. So who gives us more links? We have 3 links here. 2. GT I think gives us more attack, doesn't it? GT gives us a ton of. Oh no, not really. Okay. That one versus prepare for battle, which is 5%. Nope. All right, so this is better. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then we'll run this again one more time. All right. After 2 turns, 70% damage reduction and guard. Let's see how much we take. We're gonna lose. What? We took so much less. Holy crap. Imagine taking 1.4 million on the first turn. And then after 2 full turns of smashing Bio Broly, he's way stronger. And then you take even less damage in the slot 1. It's not like we had the extra 30% damage reduction or anything. That's only in slot 2. That is impressive. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. You build up in slot 2, and then you move him into slot 1, and you do have 1 or 2 turns where you can have some insane defense. Yes! Nice dodge! By the way, I used a Whis. The goal here is to go 2 more turns without dying, and then we're going to come back onto this turn, and we're going to use his revive counter. So we're essentially stacking turn 1, turn 3, yeah, and then we'll have our revive counter on turn 5. You probably don't have too much wiggle room when fighting this Bio Broly, so we kind of have to just take what we can get. 1 or 2 turns of stacking. Yes, please. not gonna kill. Nah, we're not gonna kill. There's no chance we're gonna kill. All right, so come back here. We should be good. We are going to do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. All right, we should be good. Oh, and we'll be starting the next turn with the 150% extra defense when we go standby. The only thing I'm curious about is if we'll be able to get away with a slot 1. Ooh, I don't know if we can get away with the slot 1. I mean, we'll try. I'm gonna have to put Super Saiyan 4 Goku in slot 1 and see if we can get a dodge. Because I would very much like for the Spirit Bomb GT to launch a couple of attacks first. Better yet, if he only heals in slot 1, maybe I could have Spirit Bomb GT go first. Nope, there's 2 attacks. Okay, so we... Oh, wait, what? Oh, we've only been hit 3 times. Oh, no! Dude, it took way too much effort to get back here. I can't do this again. I can't. I'm putting this dude in slot 1. I don't even care. I don't care. All right, so max synergy here, 5 links. Yeah, let's do this. All right, well, let's go ahead and kill him. Actually, wait. Let me turn on animations for this. There we go. All right, I'm gonna do this. And then we'll do this. All right. Here we go. Spirit Bomb Triumphant. He's maxed out, by the way. He is maxed out.
You haven't won yet.
I can't die just yet. Not until I'm done with you. Citizens of the universe, give me all your energy. Thank you, everyone. This is it.
Oh, we're gonna see Goku dead here.
Grandpa, you smell like horror. You smell like Grandpa, you smell horrible. What is that? Oh my God.
I was gonna curse, but I realized I didn't have the bleep button ready to go, so I had to stall for a second. All right, let's go ahead and do one more fight. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up with one final battle, the 11th anniversary part 2 special battle, part 2. And we're fighting. All right, so this time, I mean, we obviously got to focus on the UI first, but the Vegeta's going to be much scarier here, unlike with Spirit Bomb Z, because Spirit Bomb Z has natural type advantage. We're going to play this like we would normally play it. Up until this point, we've kind of been screwing around, time skipping and all that stuff. Now we're going to play this like we would normally and how we should play. So actually, we should do this. Actually, wait, no. Let's do this. All right, let me go ahead and do this. And then this dude in slot 2 can easily get his max key. Perfect. And then we'll give 4 key spheres to Vegeta. Okay. Dodge that, please. Thank you. Dodge that too. Thank you. Proving once again why he is one of the best units in the game. STR Goku Blue, man. This unit rarely lets me down. It's insane. Why can't this unit be Universe 7? You know, technically he is Universe 7. He is a representative of Universe 7. Because Goku is a representative of Universe 7 when he meets Zamasu from another universe. Timeline. That's not true. Yeah. I guess that's fair. Well, no. He was a representative of Universe 7 during the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament. It's not like that changed. He's still a rep of Universe 7. Omatsu, let him join the Avengers, please. I know you're watching. By the way, we haven't spoken on the phone in a while. Is everything okay? Normally you call me, we talk. I get to tweet stuff, some of the stuff we talked about, but lately you're just not talking to me. What's going on? All right, so we've been hit 4 times, right? I wasn't even paying attention. I'm pretty sure we got hit 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think so. So we could actually stand by right away if we need to. Oh boy. Okay, over here. Oh, we should probably... Yeah, we should probably have this dude go first. Yeah, we'll do that. And then this guy... I'm gonna bench him. I'm gonna keep the Vegeta around. No, I shouldn't do that. Yeah, let me go ahead and do this. All right, let's do that. Let's just keep on juicing with the spear. I mean the EX attacks, you know. Okay. Dang, would have been nice to dodge that. All right. Oh my! Oh my god! Oh, please dodge. Thank you. Jeez. I may have forgotten how lethal UI Goku can be. All right. Please launch some additional supers because we need some health. Thank you. That gives us 10%. Also, this guy, Kai Fighter's Goku, casually showing why he's one of the best. Look at that. He took 1,000,000 damage, and we have 24% health at the end of that exchange. All right, so we got 2 EX attacks. That's good. The only question is, are we gonna die in slot 3? Oh no, Vegeta, buddy. We might be dead. All right, we're good there. Oh, just dodge 1 attack, dude. Just 1. And please do some EX, please. All right, here we go. There we go. Yes, that'll help. That also give us extra defense for next turn. I just want to survive this exchange. Vegeta's gonna super twice, right? So, again. Oh no! Dodge. Goodbye. Actually, wait. What am I saying? We're fine. Yeah. What the hell am I saying? Huh? Oh yeah, we fully healed. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, it's the fourth. Oh my God, I forgot. Fourth turn. Man, it's always something with these guys. Always something. All right, we don't actually have to pick up much to get max key now, so let's do this. And then we will do this. All right. You can't be serious, dude. Are we dead? Whoa! Oh yeah, I forgot. Dude, I'm forgetting everything. You know, let me just complain for a bit, okay? This is not about Dokkan. Well, it is about Dokkan. The timing for these content drops are so bad for me that I don't get to sleep right. I don't like, you know, part of why I'm so dumb is definitely because of the lack of sleep. And Dokkan's content schedule is so bad. I mean, obviously, I know, like, it's around the world. It's not going to fit everyone's time schedule. But, like, for me personally, it's so bad that it screws me up so badly. I forget stuff. I will say the wrong word. Part of that is definitely because of the lack of sleep. I tried to record Spirit Bomb Z and GT Showcase last night. It was 3 in the morning before I had to call it quits. I couldn't get it done. It's just so rough. All right, so we got to survive one more turn. I think probably by next turn we should kill UI, which means Vegeta will be all that we got left. And we actually might be able to test out what a revive counter is going to look like after we get to boost our juice first. That sounds so weird. Boost our attack first with that extra team attack juice. That's what I meant. See what I mean? This is brain damage at work. Boost our juice. Please don't comment that. All right, well, again, we're in a bit of a pickle. So what we got to do is, I think we got to do this. All right, let's transform everybody. Turn 3, turn 4. Okay.
I won't lose.
I think I got to do this just so that we have a better chance of surviving. This guy is power. Is this guy Power of Wishes? No, he's not Power of Wishes. So actually, this doesn't help us whatsoever. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we don't have to worry about it then. Let's just do this. And then, oh man, he's actually going to get hit in the slot 3 now. Okay, I am going to have to do this. I need some extra orbs. I gotta boost my juice. All right. Wait, what? Everybody got key. How did that happen? Am I stupid? Hold on a minute. That friend unit, I don't like what I'm seeing. What is going on with the active here? Power of Wishes allies key +4. Did I miss something? Is he Power of Wishes? Dude, what has happened? He is. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I want to leave. I want to go home. I want to get out of here. I want to go. Don't make fun of me. All right. Brain damage ain't a joke. Dodge. Wow. Okay. Damn, dude. Okay. All right. Well, damn. All right, well, UI's dead. Oh dear, he's getting stronger. You better launch 1 billion attacks so that you don't get hit. What is it? 40%? Let me see. That's 3. He's got a 40% chance to dodge. So with these 4, that's 80%. The active skill gives you another one, but this guy didn't do the active skill. So yeah, we've got 80 to 90% chance to dodge and damage reduction. All right, cool. Don't touch me. Thank y'all. All right, same deal with you. So yeah, next turn's probably going to be the end turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Goku Blue slot 1. I'm going to have Spirit Bomb GT slot 2. And then assuming Daima Super Saiyan 3 gets vaporized, then we'll get the revive counter. And if it doesn't happen, hey, that's what you want, right? You don't want to have to resort to it. Yeah, this is a showcase, but this final section of the video is more of a practical setting where we're just trying to, you know, go through the motion and win. So let's see. All right. Oh, dude, please don't choke, man. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Well, let me see. If I give him the active skill, does that help at all? Oh no, it just gives him, yeah, okay. All right, so take a look at these stats. All right, 162, 163. All right, let's do this. All allies attack plus 110%. Look at that. This one up to 2.4 million. This one went to 2 million. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm begging you, buddy. Please don't screw this up. Let's do that. And then let's do this. All right. Don't do it, man. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Right? Dodge. Thank you. Yes. All right. 51 million attack stat. That's that team bonus, man. Oh my God. That's insane. All right, so now with this ultra super that we're about to do, we're gonna raise our attack by 100%, and then we're gonna give everybody 40% attack for 4 turns. 35 million attack stat. 17 mil, that's okay. Notice how we didn't get a crit there because we don't have the base passive crit. We had a 62% crit chance with me, and that's what we did. So that damage, not too impressive, don't care. But Vegeta just got way stronger in the slot 3. Watch the dodge that I gave him ruin this. I gave Vegeta, I think, 18 dodge, so he's got an 18% chance to dodge. Royal Blue Vegeta's about to super in slot 3. Watch this guy ruin the whole thing. Also, look at the damage that we're doing, man. Vegeta. Oh, you know what? This guy's critical bonus also would help Spirit Bomb GT. Mother. Yep, both Spirit Bomb Z, Spirit Bomb GT are completely stupid. They are broken. They are top tier. Easily top 10. Dare I say even top 5 for both of them? What this guy gives you over the Spirit Bomb Z is that everybody else benefits from the standby phase, and that revive counter can be ultra freaking game-breakingly lethal. I cannot wait to take this guy into Festival of Battles to see just how much we can do. Festival of Battles has become a joke. Because of the GT in Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and this guy, you don't need to do anything. Just close your eyes and you'll clear Festival of Battles. So I think I stand by what I said though in terms of hit a potential. I think maximum crit is without question the most effective way to get the most out of the character. After that, I'm gonna go with the rest dodge. I'm not gonna put as much. I'll probably get some additional in there through skill orbs, and I might throw just a little bit in there for symmetry. But I think having some dodge is a good idea. As you saw in the video, you can set it up where this character can perform very well defensively, but that's only gonna happen a couple of times during a fight. So in the other instances, maybe there's an AoE or a seal or a stun, having a little bit of dodge in there can give you a little bit of protection, but it's up to you. Personal preference. Again, just like with maximum crit, you've already got attacks effective against all types in the standby phase, which is a pseudo crit. So do you even want to worry about that? You're already getting 50% crit and then some in the regular form. So it's based on personal preference. But for me, all things considered, max crit, the rest dodge is the best way to bring the most out of the character. We've already got enough additionals. Let's bolster the other aspects of the character. So I don't have as much work to do on this one. In fact, you know what? Let me see if I can change the build right now. All right, I dropped the crit a little bit and I gave 6 dodge. And yeah, this is a pretty good setup here. 50% in the passive, 50% in the hit potential. I'm very happy with this, with a ton of attack boost. I still need to find a level 11 attack boosting dude. This waste of it sucks. What the guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Spirit Bomb Z, Spirit Bomb GT EZAs, mainly the Spirit Bomb GT here. How would you build the character? What are some great feats that you've been able to accomplish with the unit? I'm sure some of you guys have already done Festival of Battles. Let me know how those runs have gone for you. And let me know overall, where would you rank this character among the pantheon of greats? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know when I see more stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.